Hey guys, what's up my beautiful Bravo lovers? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, so glad to have ya. We talk about all things Bravo, all things Real Housewives, and everything in between. So get yourself subscribed if you aren't subscribed yet. We are going to break down this week's episode of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We have a lot to break down, so let's not waste any time and get right into it. So this week's episode of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we've got Crystal versus Sutton drama coming to a head. Lisa Rinna continues to talk about Scott Disick. More classic Kathy Hilton moments. Lisa Rinna, she hosts a dinner party and a birthday surprise for Garcelle. Erica continues to open up more about the divorce. And I'm just going to say this about Dorit. What is the point of her? Seriously. She doesn't have a real storyline. She's a little boring. And she's just kind of blending into the background at this point. And is just a little meh. I really wish she would step it up. Last season, or the season before that, when she had those legal issues going on, why didn't we push her to talk about it? It would have made her more interesting. It's almost as if she doesn't really want to talk about anything going on in her life. And I don't really know much about Dorit, other than the fact that she's like high fashion. But I'm over that at this point. I want some meat and potatoes with Dorit. Like, give me more. That's all I have to say about Dorit. So we open up this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with a little flash forward of the Crystal and Sutton drama.
Sutton, don't run. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my God. Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
What's happening?
Oh my God.
What happened? What happened?
And we're going to break all of that down later in this review, so don't click out of this video. Shit's going to get real, y'all. Shit is gonna get real. I love when Bravo gives us a 3 days earlier card, because that's how you know the drama is fucking hot. Piping hot. So we open up this week's episode 3 days earlier with Lisa Rinna and Harry Hamlin doing some grocery shopping. Celebrities, they're just like us. They just have more money and more problems. Now I'm gonna say this. Lisa Rinna grocery shopping, it's me, fuckers. It's me. Always adding extras to the cart, sneaking extra things into the cart, constantly distracted, constantly wanting to add things I don't need, branching off and doing my own thing. And that is why I am no longer allowed to go grocery shopping with my fiance, because it is not a fun experience for the both of us. So it doesn't happen. So Lisa and Harry, they are shopping for supplies for the dinner party that they're going to be hosting. And Harry Hamlin, he's quite the chef, no? And did y'all notice the total for the grocery order? Over $300, and all they got were 4 bags of groceries. Y'all, I am done. Where the hell they shopping at? Some fancy Beverly Hills grocery store. Just shop at like a Martin's like the rest of us. But this moment I died. When they were checking out and Lisa disappears to get a burger and get coffee, and left Harry Hamlin to handle all of the bags.
Where did the wife go?
I love these burgers. They're the best. I know.
We've got 4 arms. If she comes, I've lost her. People in line here?
Oh, I like these coffees.
When I say I'm done, I am done, and I screamed. So then we move from grocery shopping over to Kathy Hilton, and we finally get to see a glimpse into Kathy Hilton's house. Opulence, y'all. Opulence. So Crystal, Erica, and Crystal's friends, they are all stopping over to Kathy's house to play tennis at Kathy's tennis court, and apparently Crystal can just go pop over to Kathy Hilton's house whenever she wants, because they're practically neighbors. I wish I had easy access to Kathy Hilton's house. I promise I'm not a Thomasina. I just want to see how the rich and fabulous live, if you know what I'm saying. But Erica trying to play tennis Also me. She has no idea what she's doing. She's just there for the experience. So now we get to go into the Hilton home where Kathy, Crystal, and Erica are all talking about Erica's new beginnings now that she's divorcing Tom. So Erica says that her new small house is all she needs right now. She said being with Tom was all about social stuff, and it was all about business and what Tom wanted. She said that she went into this marriage 20-some years ago and injected herself into a life that was all really established. She said in her confessional that, quote, just because you have a lot of money doesn't mean you have a lot of independence. So I'm still on the fence about Erica. She said that she lived with 2 housekeepers, gardeners, cooks, a glam squad. She said now she is the housekeeper and she's doing the laundry and she's washing all the dishes and she can throw her stuff wherever she wants because it's her house and she can do what she wants. Now I get that she married Tom when she was younger. I get that. And he had a lot of money and she was attracted to the money. There, I said it, the lifestyle. Now, whether or not she knew about what was going on is a different story. Last week I said, watch Housewife and the Hustler. It really does explain a lot and it really makes you go, huh, well, there's no way that she didn't know. I honestly, honest opinion about this whole Erica thing, I think she's just doing it for the cameras to save face. There, I said it. Erica keeps saying to Crystal and Kathy that she has her ups and downs, but she pulls herself up by the bootstraps and she keeps on going. So I guess we just need to kind of wait and see how this plays out. I think she knew, and I think we're going to find out a lot more in the coming weeks. Now moving over to Kyle's house, she is shooting her family holiday card. I am loving all the Christmas. It's like Christmas in July.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season.
And then here comes Kathy Hilton. Also, peep the self-portrait on the wall in Kyle's house. These ladies love a self-portrait of themselves. I just need to have a photo shoot and just frame photos of me all around my studio, and then I'll be a real housewife. There, I said it. Because I am a little bit vain, aren't we all? I'm going to say this. These ladies know how to do Christmas. It's like perfect. Christmas in July. But we have to also talk about Kathy's purse. She's like me. She does not travel lightly and prepares for every situation. She said she has socks, shoes, a sweater, carpet samples, wallpaper samples, flip-flops for a pedicure, face spray, drapery panels. Dang girl, upgrade to a rolling suitcase. Now I carry a lot with me too, but that is a little excessive. Kathy and Kyle are talking about Kim Richards. Kathy said that she recently talked to Kim for 3 hours. Kathy invited Kim to Thanksgiving, but Kim declined because she's too nervous. So Kathy really didn't go into too much detail about why Kim was nervous, but I only can assume it's because of her issues with Kyle and maybe the fact that Kathy and Kyle are now filming on a show that Kim used to be on. Just a wild guess. But Kathy then says that Kim changed her phone number and that's why Kyle isn't hearing from Kim. And Kyle says that she keeps trying to reach out to Kim and she's not responding. And it's because Kim changed her phone number and never let Kyle know. So clearly that relationship with Kyle and Kim is still very much strained. But Kyle is so worried about Kim being alone, and Kim actually prefers being alone, and that's what she told Kathy. She said that it's meant to happen so she can figure everything out. It's almost as if Kim seems to be living her best life in quarantine. Now we're going to move over to Erica. Rinna is stopping over to see Erica's new house in the new neighborhood, and we finally get to see Erica's new tiny house, and it's really nice. It's very quaint. It's small, but perfect for Erica. It's a rental for $9,500 a month. Bravo is really just giving those feds everything they want. This is not going to end well for Erica. And I'm also thinking, do you think the feds put Bravo up to this? Now, we see it a lot before, but maybe I'm just hyper aware of it. We're seeing a lot of Erica's closet, clothes, shoes, a lot of prices for things. Now, maybe it's just because we're all super aware of what's going on, and that's why we're noticing it. But it's just kind of like, I wonder if the feds are putting Bravo up to this because they want to know what's going on. I'm just saying what we're all thinking, okay? In one of Erica's confessionals, though, the producer asked if she had to worry about money, and Erica says, "Oh God, yes, but let's not forget, I wrote a New York Times best-selling book. I was just on Broadway. I had multiple shoe collaborations and a makeup collaboration. I have enough for Postmates and my little house. I'm good." Again, clearly she has some income streams coming in. And let's not forget about the income stream coming in from the Real Housewives. And y'all, I don't know if you saw this. I'll insert a card of it right here. This is why the victims from all the Tom Girardi legal cases can now start collecting money directly from Erica, because she clearly has the money and is bragging about it on the show. So then Sutton stops over to hang out with Erica and Rinna. For a housewarming gift, Sutton gave Erica a signed copy of Dolce & Gabbana's Queen's book that Sutton was featured in. It's a rental, y'all. Let's not get it confused. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a rental, but we all acting like Erica owns this house straight up. She doesn't. It's a rental, because she probably doesn't have the means to purchase her own house anymore. So now all of the ladies, Erica, Sutton, Rinna, are all on Erica's new patio, catching up with life. Rinna and Sutton, though, they are very supportive towards Erica. Erica says that she went to a therapist because she was depressed about the divorce, and Sutton is talking about her issues with Crystal and how she keeps using the word violated and how everyone is calling Sutton a peeping Tom and Kathy keeps calling her a Thomasina, which means peeping Tom, and Sutton is literally just not having any of it at all. Moving over to Garcelle, she's hanging out with her sons, and her son Jack is learning Japanese. I'm freaking impressed. I would love to learn another language. I've tried though, y'all. It doesn't end well. I kind of do want to learn French, so do I need to get like Rosetta Stone or something? I do want to learn a second language. Add that on the list of things that I want to do with my life. I'm just a mini mogul over here. So this whole time, while Jax is trying to do his Japanese class, Garcelle is in the kitchen clanking and banging around. She's talking on the phone. It's literally the funniest thing I've ever seen. Moms, am I right? So Garcelle is talking about having to navigate being in quarantine, being stuck at home with hormonal boys. They're all schooling from home. Garcelle is working from home. Everyone is on top of one another. It's hard. There's no space. She even says she finds herself sneaking into the pantry to sneak a shot of tequila. Rich people problems. So now it's the day of Lisa's dinner party for all of the ladies. Harry Hamlin, he is busy cooking up a storm to make a delicious meal for everyone. And I will say, I do love Lisa's house. It is very, very cozy. And I like that it actually just looks lived in. And now we finally have a Dorit scene. Another winter wonderland Christmas scene. I'm here for it. Kyle says that Dorit is such an overachiever with her Christmas decor. And Dorit says, didn't you have like 5 people come and do it for you? Kyle says she has 3 Christmas trees. Yes, 3 Christmas trees.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps
Patrice is a little overachieving, also Kyle Richards. Just saying. So now Dorit is telling Kyle all about her wedding dress line. She says that she's worked in fashion for over 20 years, but specializes in beachwear, Beverly Beach. And now she's transitioning into bridal wear. I think that's really the only interesting thing going on for Dorit this season now. This is the first time we're even hearing about this bridal line. So back to the story. Someone reached out to Dorit to talk about designing a fashion-forward bridal dress line. And Dorit is having some self-doubt because she doesn't think she can do it. But she gave herself a pep talk.
And then the other side of my brain says, oh my God, please, you've designed before. You've designed a room in a restaurant. You're a creative person.
It's a bridal line, and if it's anything like the Capri Room for Boca de Beppo, no. So now all the ladies begin to arrive to Lisa's for the dinner party. Kyle and Dorit, they are the first to arrive. Those little fans on the table, they are fly fans to keep flies away from your food, and you can purchase them for like $20 on Amazon. Brilliant idea, who knew? I had to do a little research because I saw those fans and I'm like, what the hell are those things on the table? They're fly fans to keep flies away. Crystal is the next to arrive in her ugly leather pants. Erica, she arrives next. Sutton and Kathy, they are the next to arrive. So all the ladies are hanging out in Lisa's backyard, and Kathy looks right at Sutton and says, oh, hi, Thomasina. And this immediately starts this dinner off on a bad foot because it makes Sutton super paranoid, super angry, and super annoyed. So things are just not going Sutton's way. So here's what. Sutton wants Crystal to lighten up. Remember last week she was talking about that? How Crystal needs to lighten up and get a sense of humor. But yet Sutton is so uptight about a peeping Tom and the word violate and Thomasina, and she wants it to end. Here's the thing. I get that being teased or picked on, it's not fun, but it's with a group of friends, and Kathy isn't saying this in like a malicious way. Hell, I don't even think at this point Kathy even realizes that she's calling Sutton a Thomasina. Those in glass houses probably should just not throw stones. Sutton Strack. So Garcelle then is the last to arrive to the party, better late than never. So then all the ladies now are eating, drinking a wonderful meal prepared by Harry Hamlin. And they're drinking and they're being merry and having fun for now. And the topic of Scott Disick is brought up yet again. For someone that doesn't want to talk about Scott Disick, Lisa Rinna, she's talking about Scott Disick every single chance that she can get. Last week she says, I don't really want to talk about it, blah, blah, blah. But like, she brings it up every goddamn minute about Amelia dating Scott Disick. So clearly you are doing this for a storyline and for attention. Where's the lie? But this may be the only real topic for Lisa Rinna this season. But Lisa is also entertaining and she stirs the shit. I do really enjoy Lisa Rinna. There, I said it. So let's do some really rapid fire at this dinner. So Garcelle receives a birthday cake and we all sing happy birthday to her. Garcelle receives a ton of fancy, pretty birthday gifts. And all while this is happening, Sutton begins to have a silent meltdown and gets super in her head. Kyle goes over to check on Sutton and it escalates to something insane. So that's what's going on at the dinner table. So a birthday cake comes out for Garcelle, and Garcelle's birthday wish was, I want him hung like a horse, which prompts this classic Kathy Hilton moment.
I did not know that she liked horseback riding.
She cannot be serious. Is she serious? So here's what. Let's talk about the Sutton meltdown and where I personally think this is coming from. I think this Sutton freakout starts here. Garcelle is opening gifts. Sutton is in her head because she didn't bring a gift and everyone else did. So this makes Sutton self-conscious. But they did a flashback And Kyle said, bring gifts if you want to bring a gift. Or was it Lisa Rinna? One of the two said, bring gifts if you want to bring gifts. And everyone brought gifts. Kyle, Dorit, and Crystal did a group gift. And you know how Sutton loves a group activity. So I feel like she was upset about that, upset about not bringing a gift, got all in her head, and was super upset and made Garcelle's birthday cake, birthday dinner, birthday experience all about herself. Like, Sutton is so selfish. She made this entire thing about herself and had a breakdown and a meltdown and started to cry because of a gift. Now, she didn't come out and say that. That's what I personally feel happened. Sutton is very insecure, and the rest is history. So Kyle can tell what is going on with Sutton. She can see it, and she asks, what is going on? And Sutton says she doesn't even want to be there. She doesn't want to be where she doesn't like people. Dude, grow up, Sutton. Grow up. You're acting like a toddler. So Kyle then pulls Sutton aside to get to the root cause of the issue and try to like squash it so everyone can move on. And Sutton is making so many excuses. It's my last night with my kids. I'm getting my new puppy today. Nothing happened. I'm fine. All Sutton is doing is deflecting and avoiding the real issue, and Kyle can see right through it, or she's just fanning the flames. Either way, it's just fucking bullshit at this point. Sutton is very mad at Crystal because Crystal is talking about Sutton behind her back, and Sutton doesn't even want to look at Crystal or sit across the table from her. Sutton still feels weird with what transpired between her and Crystal. Okay. Sutton then is super mad that she never even got an apology from Crystal. Sutton is very extremely emotional and irrational. She is still so upset for being violated or having someone say that she violated someone. The talk between Kyle and Sutton gets super heated, and all of the ladies then walk down to see what is freaking going on. Sutton still feels like the word violated was meant in a weird, harmful, sexual way, which it was not. So now Sutton is at the bar crying, and all the ladies come down and say, "Oh my God, are you crying?" And Sutton says, "No, I have really bad allergies." Girl, what are you doing? Look at how stupid you look right now. All this crying and lashing out, it is exhausting. I think they both of them, need to move forward. Squash it. At this point, it's so ridiculous, but I'm also here for it. So Sutton then says, "I know I need to move on, but it's hard to sit there and pretend like everything's hunky-dory when it's not." And then Kathy Hilton comes in.
But it's hard for me to sit there and pretend like everything's great and hunky-dory when it's not.
Who is hunky-dory? Who is hunky-dory? Is that a nickname for someone?
I am officially deceased. Who is hunky-dory? Does she even live on the same planet with the rest of us, Kathy Hilton? Who is hunky-dory? That is a very serious moment happening, and all Kathy Hilton wanted to know was, who is hunky-dory? I can't. So we have Sutton freaking the hell out, Kathy asking who hunky-dory is, and Dorit using her iPhone as a mirror. Anyone else catch that moment? Just me? I do the same damn thing though. So now Crystal and Sutton are going head to head about what is being said about Sutton and the word violated. And Garcelle asks, "What do you need from Crystal to make this better?" And Sutton replies, "I don't need anything." Clearly you do, Sutton. Clearly you need something from Crystal, or you wouldn't be this upset. All of this is over the word violate. And at this point, it's just overkill. It's really not that big of a deal. But Crystal, she went there.
The word violate is really crazy to me. What crazy planet do you live on?
Not yours.
So clearly, this can't be fixed. Crystal is unwilling to apologize for her choice of words. Crystal then does apologize. She apologizes for Sutton's feelings, which kind of is a low blow. We're entitled to feel how we feel, despite how crazy it might come off. And then Crystal says, "You're upset because you're jealous. Period."
You're upset because you're jealous? Period.
And then it happens. It happens, y'all.
Jealous of what? Your ugly leather pants? No.
You said ugly leather pants. Okay, that's not.
Sutton then storms off in a fit of rage.
And we'll never see her again.
Just kidding, we will. This whole thing now, it is completely absurd. Let the mouse go, people. Let the mouse go. But honestly, it's so satisfying to watch. Like, it's not annoying in the sense Denise Gate was. Because no one's trying to really hide anything. It's just pure drama and television gold. And I am here for every second of it. Am I over Violate Gate? I am. But also, I love it so much. And they're both clearly in the wrong. And I'm really just not taking anyone's side. I can see why Sutton is upset. I can see why Crystal is upset. But I'm just not playing the game. The side game. I'm not picking sides. But also, I'm Team Crystal. There, I said it. So this is going to be a to-be-continued episode. And we are going to pick up next week with the ugly leather pants fight. Oh, and next week, we also begin to see the lawsuits about the plane crash victims and Erica using the divorce as a sham to hide assets. Yeah, all of that drops next week. It gets worse and worse and worse for Erica. So that's it for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for this week. We'll pick back up next week with the to-be-continued episode. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts about what you thought of this week's episode of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We'll chat Beverly Hills next week, guys. Get subscribed to my channel if you aren't subscribed yet. This is the home to all things Bravo and your Real Housewives deep dives. I'll chat with you guys later. Bye.